Hey guys, how are you? Mario here. Good evening. It's around 10 o'clock at night. Who knows who's going to win, right? Everybody's excited to find out who is going to win later on tonight. So, looking forward to it. Thank you for joining me. And please comment, share, and this video if you feel that you get value from it. So, what I want to do what I want to speak about is I don't know, have you ever had reasons for not doing well? All right, so have you ever had any reasons for not doing well? So I'm going to tell you a little story from somebody that I learned from all the time. His name is Jim Rohn, and many of you guys have actually heard him in the past. You can actually easily find him on YouTube and so forth. And so Jim Rohn, perfect example of success, right? So here's the story behind everything, right? So I don't know if you ever blamed anybody for not succeeding in life. I know I have. I know I've had my reasons why I haven't been able to be as successful as I wanted to be. But I used to have reasons for not doing well, just like Jim did. And in this story that he was telling, he was talking to his coach and mentor, and his coach said, "Hey, how come you haven't done well until now?" And Jim said to him, he was like, "Well, excellent question." So he took out his little list. Man, this guy had a list of reasons why he wasn't doing well. And let me read them out because honestly, I related to some of that list. And I know some of you guys may also relate to this list as well. So part of it was the government. We tend to blame the government for not doing well. Right now, one of the biggest elections in America is happening today, and Lord knows who's going to be the winner. What I do know is a lot of people are going to blame the government for not doing well. All right. So here's one thing I do know, and I want to point out: the past 8 years has been Democratic presidency, and 8 years prior to that, for 8 years, it was a Republican presidency. It all really comes back to where are we at? What have we done? All right, so the government, that was one thing that we tend to blame. That's what Jim was talking about. Another thing was taxes, right? How are we expected to do well when we got to pay so many taxes? And like if you look at your paycheck, I'm like, who's FICA? Who the heck is FICA? I have no idea who FICA is. And or Social Security. Next thing you know, half your pay is already gone before you even look at it. So how are you supposed to do well? They expect us to do well on half your pay. So that's your taxes. Another thing that people blame at is prices. Because inflation happens, prices go up, right? So that bottle of water that used to cost you maybe 25 cents is now costing you $1. It's that simple. All right, so you're not able to get as much as you can, so you blame prices. Another thing is your car maybe. All right, manufacturers. Then you start blaming the manufacturer. How come this thing is breaking down on me? I just bought this car. It's only 10 years old, 5 years old, 3 years old, and something's going on with it. So we start blaming the manufacturer. Or maybe we start blaming our negative relatives. All right. They're always putting me down. My negative relatives. If you have them, I'm so sorry that you have to go through that. And I thankfully don't necessarily have that, but I gotta tell you, negative relatives are out there. What about those cynical neighbors, right? Man, they're so selfish. Those selfish son of a guns, always out for themselves. They don't want, I'm looking for a little loan. They don't want to loan me some money. How selfish are they? Just kidding. But ultimately, we start blaming other things, the economy, the community that we live on, and so forth. And in that story that he was talking about, his coach at that point, he mentioned this to him. He said, so the question again was, how come you haven't done well? He gave him the list of things that we just talked about. And then here's what his coach said. He's like, Mr. Rohn, there's a big problem with your list. You're not in it. You're not on that list. And very quickly, you start realizing as soon as you hear that one thing, whatever it is whatever the reasons that you have for not doing well, we want to make sure that you include yourself. All right. So he said he learned very quickly to tear up his list of reasons for not doing well and come up with a fresh list and put one thing, one word. And this is what I'm going to do, and this is what I'm going to ask you guys to do. So whatever that list is, take that piece of paper, throw it in the garbage. And from here on, what I want you to write is me. That list should have the word me, meaning you. Work on yourself. Don't blame anything outside of you for not being able to achieve the things that you've been looking forward to achieving. I've done the same thing. I've done a lot of blaming, but I'm here to stop blaming. All right? I've stopped blaming. So work on yourself. And I'm going to end with this, guys. I'm going to read you this quote that he said. It's not what happens that determines the quality of your life, but rather it's what you do. You got that? So I'm going to read it again. It's not what happens that determines the quality of your life, but rather it's what you do. So hopefully this message really touched you guys. It truly is, it was very helpful to me just to listen to it. Hopefully it helps you out as well. If you feel that this message is something that maybe somebody needs to hear, please share it with them, or would love to hear your comments. Would love to see what you think about. We have a lot of people here on board, and thank you for watching. Thanks for taking the time, and have a great night. I wish you the best of luck, whether it be Hillary or whether it be Trump or whoever else. Make sure you take advantage of every single opportunity that comes your way, and make it happen for yourself and make your own economy. God bless you guys. Love ya. Have a great night. Talk soon.